Hello everyone and welcome to our race here at Circuit Gilles Field for round one of the Red Sox Racing League. Did a really good qualifying route for me and qualified up on pole, and we have a few other drivers around us right there. We got a 12-car field in the TCR's 35-minute race and a forced pit stop with fuel restrictions. So it's going to be a very interesting race. I'm very comfortable around Gilles Villeneuve, and that pole position could probably show you that I absolutely love racing here, and it's pretty fun. So GT3s have gone off and started their race as we are coming through the final chicane. I'm trying to just get everybody backed up and just make this a fair start for everybody else just by staying 60 miles per hour. When we hit the white line, it's green, 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 and let's go racing. And it's turn one. And oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, that's a little bit silly. Big mistake by there. Completely overshot the braking point. I wanted to make sure that I had everybody beat into the corner so I wouldn't get sent in on the inside right there, but I picked up a slowdown penalty, so we just got to let everybody by right here and, serve that slowdown penalty as fast as we can. And we're going to fall all the way down to pretty much last place, down into sixth. Still got to, oh, shoot. Still got to slow down. There's last place pretty much. So 10th place as we get back onto the ground, and that is the most stupid mistake I can make right there. I can't believe I've done that. I can't believe I've done this right here. Fallen down all the way to 10th place, and now we got to go on the charge immediately. We need to make up as much time as we can to the leaders. So we're looking down to the inside right now of Barry, and we're going to send it down to the inside, heading into the hairpin. And stay down there, just nail down that apex and get the exit off. I'm leaving the space on the outside. And, well, that is 9th place right there. And now the cars ahead of us are, it's going to be Ed and Chris Jimenez and Brian Irby is that next three. Let's just, yeah, we're looking for Ed, Chris, and Brian Irby. Go late onto the brakes, trying to just take as much time and take as much curb into that corner right there. Not really thinking much about my tires. Not really thinking about anything because it's a 35-minute race. If you think about your tires in this, you're just, just going to be a walking hairpin at times. Heading into turn one, getting a lot of time to the 33. Right onto his bumper. 33 goes a little bit wide. We're going to keep it down to the inside right there. Get the throttle down and get that line made just right. We got him off the exit. We're going to be side by side, and he's just going to let us by as we now move into 8th place. Next up is Chris Jimenez. Get onto the grass. Oh, no! Oh, we kept it onto the apex. That actually might have helped us if Ed was trying to charge on us right there, but we are now trying to chase down Chris Jimenez. And we definitely got the speed on him. The launcher much faster than the Honda coming out of corners and definitely on a straightaway. Coming out of this corner, we got the pace on Chris. I believe we could go for a move right here. So let's look down the inside. Oh, he's defended us well. Okay, so let's just switch back to around the outside. Try to get as much speed we can off the corner and get the pace on the Honda right here. We are right up in that bumper right now. Looking onto the outside. Usually you would want to go down to the inside right here, but I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt around here. I made the mistake. I'm gonna make them have the easier route, but I've cleared them already, so didn't have to worry about that. Onto the brakes, and now it's Brian Irby. Brian and I are good friends, and Brian, he knows if I'm faster. I've had a few races with Brian in earlier sessions in the Red Sox Racing League, and it's always a good friend. Always good to have a good friend in these leagues because when you're racing with them and something happens, you don't want to be held up by your buddy. Yeah, and he's having a little bit of blink, but up ahead, I don't know if you saw that. All the leaders are kind of in a train, so my mistake at the start is not really going to be hurting me that much, as I believe everybody's just trying to pass each other and holding each other up, which is very good for me, and that's just allowing me to really nail down my corners and bang up my pace right here. Our last lap was a 147.18, and everybody else around me was doing 148s. Yeah, the leader, Mark Wilson, just did a 148.668, so I'm relatively 1.5 seconds faster than the leaders right now, and Brian's blinking like a, well, he's blinking in and out. Like the lights or electricity has gone bad. Heading into the hairpin, and we just get onto the brakes. Just got to make sure that we get up to Brian. Brian goes really wide. He blinks once again. I think he knows that he's blinking. And, yeah, Brian's going to let me by right here. Yeah, at this point in the race, Brian has let me by. He's gone into voice and just let me by. He knew I was faster. And thank you, Brian, for that. So that is us back into 6th place now. And now it's full-on charge mode of trying to catch up to a leading pack up ahead of us. Dwayne McCarthy is in 5th place right there. 147.5 was the time done by the leader. I set the fastest lap of the race right there with a 147.03. So we are definitely moving. And Jason Breifogel, the former leader, was pushed out wide. He's dropped to the back right there. Jason and I, we've had a little bit of an incident with each other before. I would say Jason is the defending TCR champion of the Red Sox Racing League. So see him and we're going to be having a lot of fun trying to push ourselves ahead of everybody else. But I know I'm faster than Jason. If I can stay with Jason, we can stay on to the back of this group ahead, because we're both running Hyundai Elantras, and we could definitely get that pace. The other class in this is not the GT4s. That is a typo. That is actually the GT3s. It used to be the GT4s, but they didn't like the how close some of the classes were, and and they pretty much upped it to the GT3. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh gosh. That's unfortunate. So spin up ahead. Dwayne McCarthy and Les Turner turn each other, and I was caught up in the middle of them. I tried to go around the outside, but I was going on Jason right there. So my only option was to push Dwayne from the nose of Les, and that drops us down to 5th place behind Brian Irby once again. Breifogel is up into 3rd. That really threw away that leading pack right there. And Brian isn't going to be letting us by again. I don't think so. He saw that mistake, and he's just going to say, "Hey, you're gonna have to prove yourself that you really need to get past me, and you do have the speed. So, hey, it's time to earn it, I guess." Nose to tail with Brian Irby. And we got Dwayne McCarthy on our tail end right there. Dwayne took a little bit of a look down to the inside in that taxi cab Honda, but nothing that he could do to get the pace, and Brian blinks out hard right there. I believe I was letting him know that he was blinking right there. Not going to look down to the inside. Opportunistic. Dwayne trying to look down to the inside right there. But I know if I look down to the inside, I'll lose the gap I have to Brian. There goes Brian letting me go as he goes down to the inside. Oh, that's on the apex of the corner, so it was going to take a while, but I get onto the brakes, and Brian, he didn't let everybody else by. He just let me by, and he actually did me a favor right there by blocking Dwayne McCarthy and allowing me to, skip ahead and up into 4th, and now our next target is Breifogel up ahead. So let's get back into the car and try to chase down Jason, though. Jason, I need to be within 1.7 seconds. That's the draft range right here, as we are closing in on 10 minutes to go. And I'm expecting the GT3s to get in here very soon. The GT3s, much faster than the TCRs. didn't really need to mention that. Just had to let everybody know that there are GT3s here, and they will be passing us very shortly. I believe they're coming through that final chicane right now. But you can see the battle for the lead and the TCRs at the very front of the screen is really far away. So we're going to have to earn this one. We really are. As we clear that battle up behind, it's now just time to just to nail down these laps, nail down these sectors, and nail down everything as we try to chase down Jason up ahead. Yep. Sector 1, purple that. We gained half a second on Breifogel through Sector 1. Getting to the end of Sector 2. Looking for 1.7 seconds on him. Yeah, we're just 2.2 seconds down on him right now. Sector 2. Didn't gain as much as I can on him. Still gained about 900ths of a second, but really my gain is through Sector 1 as we take a very wide line, not hitting the apex at all through the hairpin. But we've let that group in the behind us pretty far behind as we close in on 25 minutes to go here. Heading into the final chicane. This is where I've been gaining most of my time, just attacking that final curb right there. 147 new fastest lap for Ben in second place. 147.7, 146.7 for me. So I'm getting into the 146s that time. I definitely didn't do that cleanly. I believe I cut a corner. I think that might have been when I hit that curb right there. But 3/10 gain to that final sector to Jason up ahead. And I believe that is closing us into that fight for third place very soon. As the gap is 1.6 seconds between me and Jason. I gained 3/10 on him once more. Yeah, 1.4 seconds now between me and Jason. 5.9 seconds to our leader of Mark Wilson. Mark also a very confident TCR driver. So we get to see them up ahead. They're starting to battle with each other, and we get that fight for third in class right there. We break into that 1 second gap. This is definitely what we want to be. But we need to make this overtake as fast as we can so we don't hold ourselves up and pull ourselves away. And fall away from our fight for third and try to chase down both the leaders, because I know Jason and we are both pretty fast around here. But there's our first look at the GT3s passing us down the straightaway. I go down to the inside, not wanting to make any mistakes. Sector 2, we set the personal best. We set the race best Sector 2 right there, 6/10 faster than Bryant, and then Jason right up ahead. And that's going to be even better. We got another GT3 just going down to our inside. Nice to see a Ferrari still being used out there. Most of them are Mercedes coming across the line. Purple Sector 3 and a 146.5. So we are definitely making inroads right now. Speaking of the inroads, we're on the bumper. We're on the bumper, baby. And, oh, man, we got a lot of GT3s. Had a Mercedes. I didn't want him diving down the inside and be holding us up, so I kind of defended down to the inside right there. And there's no way I can defend for this. I'm just going to have to stay onto the apex and hope they don't hold me up right there. They both go down to the inside, but they're sending it on Breifogel. This is my opportunity to let these two GT3s hold up Jason Breifogel, make him have a very tough entry into that corner. And, well, the opportunity, the thought was there, but the execution, not the best. I kind of was a little bit subtle on the entry, and I'm going to have to hold off and on my attack on Jason just a little bit. But those GT3s are holding up our leaders right now. We've closed in 2 seconds on our leaders because I think those GT3s were attacking. And just speaking of attacking, we're looking down to the inside of Jason. We're thinking about it. We thought not. We've brought it to the outside, and Jason's defending onto the outside. He's gone wide to let the door open, so I decided I was going to take it right there. and get the speed and almost get collected by a GT3 as we are nearly side by side. The GT3 is going to make it 3 wide right now. We have no idea where each other are. Jason just has me off the exit right there. He just took that wider line, got the speed. I'm getting the draft. I'm looking down to the inside. This is a dangerous move. I want to go for it, but I get onto the brakes. It's a little bit harder than Jason. I'm going to have to make this off the exit right there. Jason gets a little bit wide, getting onto the throttle right now. 2/10. I'm going to have to look down to the inside, heading into turn 1. It's not the opportune moment for the move, but I'm going for it. Down to the inside, going late onto the brakes, sending it into turn 1. I've cleared Jason Breifogel for 3rd place. And now we got to go to our leaders now. And our leaders are up ahead just by 1.7 seconds. So I'm in the draft of our 2 leaders, and that is going to be good. We started up on pole. We went down all the way to 10th place, pretty much last in class on the end of lap 1. We are already on position for a podium. Breifogel is still on our tail by 6/10, but I know I have the confidence in my pace that if I can just continue to just nail these laps and nail these curbs, especially that curb right there, not only I can outpace him, but I'll be able to pull away. But I do know that my fuel is getting a little bit light very soon, so we're closing in on halfway through the race. Actually, we just passed halfway through the... Nope, haven't passed halfway through the race. That's coming up very shortly. So the idea is, should I try and go for an undercut? I know I'm faster than them already. If I can just nail down some laps on my own while these two are fighting with each other, I can absolutely nail in a in-lap right now and go for first, as there's a GT3 going down. I thought he was going to go down to the inside right there as we clear Breifogel from our battle box. Get right up to the wall. Hello, wall. How are you doing? I'll sign you a little bit later. As our leaders starting to get separated. Wilson falling away from Ben, so that's not going to be helping me right there, but let's get into that battle for the lead. The 999 leading out the 323 and us in the 21. We are about 1.8 seconds from Ben at the start. Mark Wilson in 2nd place, and Mark and I, we've had some good fights with each other. We are clobbering these curbs, just trying to maximize our car across the circuit right now. And close down on Mark. Mark defending down to the inside, not using all the track on entry. I've seen that. And just going to hook my wheel on that curb, get the car rotated, and just absolutely ease it out and gain that experience right there. Gain that pace right now, as our gap between Mark and I is 7/10 and almost a second to the leader. But all of us have to pit very soon. I know I'm the fastest. Could I try an undercut? We got a GT3s. We got a pack of GT3s. 3 GT3s I see in my rearview mirror going down to my inside. Don't go down to the inside. Don't send it. Don't send it. Don't send it. Don't send it. Oh, almost get collected by that Porsche right there. But that Mercedes GT3 was really holding me up right there. So there are 2 GT3s. I believe there was a 3rd one, but I'm guessing I mistook Jason right there. But we got 2 GT3s down to the inside right now. The 2 TCRs leaders. Well, I guess we're in the lead right now as well. But they are being held up heading into the chicane. Are we gonna... Yeah, we're just going to carry through. I'm starting to think about it. Now we're halfway through the race. I know if I go into the pits right now, we'll be making it... We'll be making it out and making it to the end of the race on fuel. I just need to time my pit stop right and get that exit nailed down right there. We got a Veloster up ahead in a... I love Mark Wilson with this paint. That's a Velociraptor on a Veloster. Mark, keep that up. Veloster. I love Veloster. Dinosaurs are awesome. And Brian, Mark going down to the inside once again. Oh, that's not working for him right there. If he wants to go, I'm flashing my lights. I think I was, I think I just sent him, hey, I'm right here. Or I just missed a corner because of that. I don't know why exactly I'm flashing my lights. But I'm just thinking, if I had distracted him, get the advantage, I could definitely do that right now. Let's go back on board. We're half a second behind of Wilson, an entire second behind of our leader, Mark, defending down to the inside. We're looking around the outside right now, trying to get the switch back off the exit and get the speed right there, but we are right on the bumper. As I believe our one of the GT3s have gone to the pits. Yeah, Jones has gone into the pits in the GT3 class. So, speaking of GT3s, we got one down to the inside. Oh, that GT3 is going to be slowing them up right there. This is going to be an opportunity to go for... Actually, no. Let's just go into the pits. You know, that GT3 is going to probably hold them up just a little bit. I can nail down the in-lap. Speaking of nailing down the in-lap, I really bogged down that in-lap, but we're heading into the pits right now. And go to our pit. Pretty much when I went into the pits, everybody else had gone into the pits as well. We nail into our pits. It's just fuel and go right now as Brian Irby and McCarthy has gone to the pits. McCarthy, very sharp entry to the pit lane. As we get out of the pits, just got to go get on the clutch. Come on. Get on the clutch. We are just looking for these cones. Turn off the pit speed limiter. All right. Going to be acing side by side right there. The 14 of David Barry. We got to hold it around the outside, and yes, we get it. Rejoining the track in 6th place. But now we just need to nail it. Nail down these laps. We're 27 seconds behind of the leader. And let's take a look at our leaders now, because now that we've gone into the pits, our leaders are needing to go into the pit lane. Mark Wilson and Ben, as there's Mark in 2nd place and Ben in the lead. Mark attacking down to the inside, but Mark saw me go into the pits. I think Mark is going to go into the pits, or Ben's going to go into the pits. One of these leaders definitely saw me dive into the pit lane. I believe I had 2 laps of fuel left, so I could have stayed out for 2 more laps. So I'm thinking Ben might be heading into the pit lane this time by. And try to cover me off of my undercut attempt. And yeah, it is Ben. Ben heading into the pit lane, and Mark is not. Mark is carrying on. So that is what's happening right there. Ben is in the pit lane. Jason Breifel was in the pit lane. We are staying out. Well, yeah, we are just trying to chase him down and make sure this lap is absolutely counting, because we want to make inroads on Ben, who was 1.5 seconds ahead of us when we went into the pit lane, as everybody else in front of me has gone to the pit lane right now. So we're going to be making some laps right there. GT3 down to our inside, not letting them have the opportunity. I see a car coming out of pit lane up ahead. That is Ben right there. Ben's coming out of the pit lane. We are in turn 1 right now. We are just no way for us to pass Ben right there. Ben had a much better stop and a much better in-lap. I remember I had to, if I was heading into the pits, when I was heading into the pits, I pretty much broke like I was heading into the corner, and there was a late decision. So my in-lap wasn't the most optimized right there. And this has really thrown our race another loop. We are exiting 2.4 seconds, but Ben's gone wide heading through that corner. So now bringing that gap down to 1.4. Let's bring back our sectors right now. We gained 4 seconds. Yeah, pretty much we gained 4 seconds for sector 1 because he was coming out of the pit lane. But sector 2, we're going to be seeing we gained a lot of time. It's now 1.2 seconds between me and Ben right now. We're closing in on Ben even some more, as Wilson is going to be heading into the pit lane very soon, and we really need to nail that down. I don't want to be battling Wilson right there. 1.3 seconds gained on Ben through the sector 2 as we nail the brakes as late as we can, and we gain a lot of times. 9/10 separates between me and Ben right now. The fight for second place. Mark Wilson has gone into the pit lane. Yeah, there is Mark right there heading into the pit lane, and that is going to be key for me and Ben, seeing who has got the better in-lap and out-lap right now. I know Ben was held up on his out-lap, so honestly, I'm expecting Mark Wilson to be exiting in the lead right there. Yeah, he's exiting his pit lane right now. As we get back into our car, look to the left of the screen. There's going to be the pit exit right there. There's Mark Wilson in that Velociraptor car. It needs to stay a little bit wide. So it is Wilson, Ben, and us in third place with 10 minutes to go here at Montreal. We are nailing these curbs right here. Just making sure that we don't get overzealous with our incidents right now. Have a lap car down to our inside. I need to make sure that I've cleared him heading into this corner. Yes, we do. Okay, we aren't going to be held up right there. I still gave him the space, but that really held me up right there. But I think that's for good because our leaders are now fighting each other. Ben got a much better exit than Mark right now as they're going side by side, heading into one of the hardest corners. They go side by side through there. Oh, that's going to be very, very, very hard for them as they go side by side, and we did not go side by side through that corner, so we're going to be getting a better exit right now, and we're going to be drag racing Ben, and we're going to be clearing Ben onto the outside of the corner. Mark defends onto the inside. Well, can we go for the lead around the outside right here? Hey, let's try it. It doesn't hurt if we don't try it. So, you know, we got to get the power down, but Mark just got that inside line much better, but we're up into second place right now and chasing down Mark Wilson. And man, what a what a turn of events. I thought I was going to have to earn this car by car. Well, they pretty much made this easy for me. Mark is now our leader. We're in second place. Ben and Mark, when they went side by side, all the way out to hello rear end. I'm glad I don't look at the right mirror most of the times heading into that breaking point. We get a much better exit coming out of the wall of champions. Looking down to the inside right now. It's a drag race heading down the front straightaway, heading into turn one for the lead of the race. And we go down to the inside of Mark Wilson, and we swing that back in around his nose right there. And we cut him off as we take the lead of this race. And now we've completed the last to first challenge, but we need to earn it now and keep Mark behind us. And the way that we got to do that is just push, 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 push. Got to break out that draft. Got to break everything out of the bag right now. Half a second separates us and Mark Wilson. 3/10 now. He's getting a little bit of a run, looking down to the... yeah, he's definitely looking down to the inside. But I think that's more to defend for Ben. Ben challenging him on the outside right there. And I feel like I just need to let these two fight it out if I really want to make sure if I can get that lead and pull away. So that's, well, that's pretty much what we're going to do right here. Gotta just nail these corners, make sure I don't get any dives down to the inside from Mark. And I might think about holding him up just a little bit, but, you know, we just gotta nail down these laps. We know we have the pace on them, 147.9, as they are setting 148s. Mark sends it down to the inside heading into turn one, and I know I'm going to be getting a better exit, a better entry, but 4/10 now separates us. Jason Breifel will join in this fight for the lead right now. Very hard to pass around here if you don't have that pace difference. Well, we're just going to have to just punish them. As I saw Ben hit the wall on the outside, so this might just turn into me versus Mark right now. As there's a GT3 attacking Breifogel down to the inside. We nail that corner, just make that exit count, make those entries and exits count. 6/10 separates us and Mark. Maybe that GT3 will help us right there. He's attacking down to the inside. Yes, the GT3 acting like a pick for us to let us pull away, as that GT3 has gave us a set 9/10 gap to Mark Wilson, as he pretty much planted himself, giving me a car defense right there. So that's a second gap between me and Mark. Breifel was out of the picture for the fight for the lead, as we are now 1 second ahead of Mark Wilson. And Ben in second and third We're looking for 1.7 seconds to be clear of the draft, so we just need them to start finding each other, get into each other's draft, but we are 1 second ahead right now in the lead with closing in on 5 minutes to go. I am aware of the time when I'm doing this, but all I'm just doing, push, 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 push. I need to clear my time. I need to make sure that I am pushing away, and you can see that the comparisons between me and Wilson's time, I'm slowly pulling away right now. That gap is 2:10 seconds. But the laps that we were looking for is the last 3 laps, half a second. Now at 1.2 seconds, 8/10 through the turn. These turns right here that we've gained on Wilson. And Wilson defending down to the inside. That's what I like to see. I want them to start fighting each other. Though Ben took a much sharper line into that corner, but that's going to be holding up Mark even more. They start fighting each other some more. And look behind. They're going to fight even some more. Yeah, they're going to be side by side. There's a GT3 in there as well. And that GT3, well, he's not attacking them into that corner, so I thought that was going to give me some time, but they were fighting each other. I think that slowed them down just a little bit. 1.1 seconds separates me and them. Even some more. That GT3 is out of my view, but I saw behind me that they were side by side heading into the hairpin. They were side by side heading into the hairpin, and that's really opened up that gap. 1.4 seconds now. I just need to continue pounding these lap times in and nailing these corners, because these GT3s, oh, they're holding them up now. I saw one of the GT3s going on to the outside right there. Booth, our leader, sets in the new fast lap of the race for the GT3s. I've already set it in the TCR fast lap of the race around lap 6. I don't know if I can get back onto the 146 pace, but hey, if I can do it, that will certainly help get across the line right there. 147.2, that's a banger of a lap time. 6/10 faster that lap, and you can see 1.5 seconds. Still looking for 1.7 seconds between us and them. So we go back on board. Just nailing these corners, getting all the way to the wall. Nailing these curbs, getting up onto the curbs, getting as close to the walls as possible, braking early, nailing these exits, using the track to our advantage, and just making sure that our gap to Wilson behind us is increasing. And yeah, it's increased right there, 2.4 seconds behind us now, and now it's Ben. Ben's in second place now. They fight and they swap positions, and now they're fighting for second place, and this has opened up the gap right there. They're side by side through that corner. Ben holding around the outside. Mark trying to look for a switchback right now. And Mark unable to get that switchback, but with them fighting each other, that's pulled them 3 seconds behind me. Mark Wilson sending it down to the inside. They're fighting each other more heading into the hairpin. And that has cleared that time delta that I was looking for. I'm clear of the draft right now, and I am in my own race as these two are fighting each other side by side. Looking down to the inside is Mark Wilson trying to get a little bit of draft of that GT3. Ben thinking the same thing right now. That fight for second place, with them fighting just through 2 corners, I've gained an entire second on them. And that is what I was needing to clear out that draft right there, as these 2 cars are fighting each other as we are off in the lead here of the Red Sox Racing League. And now our only worry is making sure that we get to the end of this race. Now we got a Lamborghini right behind us, and just making sure that he gets past us pretty easy. As I look in our mirror, just right behind us, 3.1 seconds, and they're closing us down. Now, I can take it easy right now. I can just take it easy. I'm clear of their draft, and I don't need to be pushing as hard as I can. Less than 2 minutes remain, and our leader is, yeah, he's not going to be. This next lap is going to be white flag, so 2 laps to go for us here in the Red Sox Racing League. After we had a disastrous start, we are now in the lead here. It's so silly. I still don't know how that all worked together in our favor. Cars fighting with each other, us just outpacing everybody. I think it's the outpacing and just a little bit of luck with traffic management. The pit stop strategy did not work for us right there. I don't believe we gained any inroads on anybody, but we just need to be nailing this pace down right now, as I believe our leaders has taken the white flag of the race. Yeah, the time is 20 seconds to go. So it is going to be white flag for us as we come across the chicane right here. Yeah, 10 seconds remain. We come across the line. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. And we put down at 47.4, so 0.2 faster than Ben behind us. And so we're still banging down those lap times. We got to do this one more time for the lead of this race. Well, for the win here. And we just need to be taking this lap as easy as we can. We got a 3-second gap. Heck, honestly, I could get a slowdown penalty and I still might be able to win this race. I'm not gonna be entertaining that idea. No, not at all. We head into, this is like, I think this is my favorite corner on the circuit right there. You go underneath the bridge, you use the bridge as your braking point, and you can just really nail these curves in 3.2 seconds. So even right there, I'm still pushing. I'm just getting the lap times. Last time it's in the hairpin. Hey, I miss it. I just missed it. I think I was waving to the fans. Some other people have done that, but you know, just maximizing any sort of advantage I have. So we head down the straightaway. One last time into that final chicane. There is nobody around us. 3.4 seconds in the lead. After starting in the lead, falling down to 10th place, pretty much pulled off a last to first finish right there, as we are in the lead and we take our first win here of the Red Sox Racing Leagues. Here in the TCRs, our first win, winning at Gilles Villeneuve. I can't believe it. Oh, what a way to get the first win. Starting on the pole. Yeah, you can see it. I'm excited about that one. Woohoo! Flashing lights and everything. Throwing the fists in the air. Oh my gosh. I am so happy that, you know, anything else other than a win, I wouldn't have, I would have been heckin' disappointed with that qualifying result. I pulled, put it on pole, missed turn 1 by a mile, pick up a slowdown, and then it's just, then it was just pushing. So last to first, taking the win here at Gilles Villeneuve as Ben races off. Oh man, that was so hard to do. I was pushing on the edge nearly every lap trying to catch up to them, and we did it. We took the win, and I'm just so happy now. I'm just happy. There's a smile on my face. I'm happy. That was a lot of fun. First win of the Red Sox Racing Series for me. And, hey, last to first. What a way to do it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm Austin Knight, and I hope y'all have a good night.